All right, welcome to this explainer. Right now, curly hair is just an absolutely massive trend for guys, and honestly, it's pretty easy to see why. It looks amazing, it adds this effortless style, and let's be real, almost every guy out there with straight hair is secretly wishing they could just, try it out. But where do you even start? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the actual real-world methods you can use to totally transform your look, step by step. Okay, let's dive right in and bust the absolute biggest myth right out of the gate. Do you need some lucky genetic lottery ticket to have curly hair? No way. The answer is a resounding no. Think of me as your trusted older brother here. You are not stuck with bone straight hair just because of your DNA. Beyond genetics, there are incredibly effective ways to make curly hair entirely possible for you. So here's exactly what we're going to cover today. Number 1, we'll talk about why curls aren't just genetics. Number 2, heat styling for instant results. 3, using sea salt for a natural wavy look. 4, the zero damage rubber band method. 5, getting a hair perm for long-lasting curls. And finally, number 6, how all of this impacts your appearance and confidence. All right, section 1. Curls aren't just genetics. Look, having straight hair is not a life sentence. It's literally just your starting point. When you finally realize you aren't boxed in by what you were born with, this whole world of styling possibilities just opens right up. Moving on to section 2, heat styling for instant results. So this is the absolute quickest, easiest fix to get that curly or wavy vibe. Heat styling basically just means taking a curling iron or a flat iron to physically create the waves in your hair. The best part? You are in total control. Soft waves, tight curls, whatever you want, you get instant results in the mirror. But, and this is a massive but, heat protectant is absolutely mandatory. I'm going to give it to you straight. If you skip the protectant, you will slowly and silently fry your hair over time. Also, keep in mind, this magic is not permanent. The second your hair gets wet, boom, right back to straight. It's a one-day thing. Because of that, heat styling is perfect for an event or a photo shoot, but I absolutely do not recommend applying heat to your hair every single day. Next up, section 3, sea salt for a natural wavy look. Now, if you want that messy, natural beach wave aesthetic, but you don't want to touch a hot iron or any harsh chemicals, this is your go-to. It's an incredibly simple, heat-free process. First, get your hair wet, then towel dry it just until it's slightly damp. Next, hit it with some sea salt spray and physically scrunch your hair up with your hands. Just let it air dry completely naturally after that. And finally, lock those waves in with a little texture powder or clay. It looks amazing and gives you that perfect, effortless look. But you gotta remember this. This changes the look, not the hair. Just like with heat styling, sea salt spray doesn't actually alter your real hair texture. The second you jump in the shower to wash it, those beachy waves are totally gone. It's a quick style fix, perfect for a party or a day out, but definitely not a permanent change. Which brings us to section 4, zero damage with the rubber band method. I really want you to think of this heat-free, chemical-free method as your ultimate trial run. If you want to see exactly how curls look with your face shape before making a real commitment, this is the way to do it. Let's compare the two temporary methods really quick. Heat styling is super fast, but it can cause damage if you overdo it. The rubber band method? Well, it takes a ton of time, but its absolute superpower is that it causes zero damage. It totally spares your hair. Honestly, it's completely impractical for your everyday morning routine, but as a risk-free test drive, it's unbeatable. So here's how you actually do it overnight. Grab some of those little styling rubber bands, from a salon or Amazon, wash and condition your hair, and towel dry it so it's just damp. Then divide your hair up into small sections, twist each section really, really tightly, wrap it into a tiny little bun, lock it down with a band, and go to sleep. When you wake up and pop those bands out, boom, curly hair. Again, totally temporary, but it is hands down the best way to see if the aesthetic actually suits you. All right, section 5. Hair perm for long-lasting curls. So say you did the rubber band test and you absolutely loved it. Well, the perm is your heavy hitter. This is the big commitment that actually transforms your everyday look for months at a time. Basically, a perm is a chemical treatment that alters the structural bonds of your hair, turning straight hair into semi-permanent curls. But remember what we said about genetics earlier? You can't change your DNA. So as new hair physically grows out of your scalp, those roots are going to be straight. That's exactly why it's called semi-permanent. You get to enjoy the curls until the straight hair grows out enough that you have to decide if you want to perm it all over again. Now, I have to warn you, perms come with some serious responsibility. Permed hair gets frizzy so fast, meaning your aftercare is completely non-negotiable. You absolutely have to use a daily leave-in conditioner.
Frizz control and deep hydration are your new best friends. If you slack on hydrating it, your perm is just going to look dry and messy. But if you actually take care of it, your curls will stay soft, defined, and give you this incredibly premium style. The perm does the heavy lifting, but your daily care decides how good it actually looks.
Finally, Section 6, appearance and your confidence. We've talked a lot about the mechanics of getting curly hair, but let's connect this to the real goal here. Why even go through all this effort? Because upgrading your physical appearance directly levels up your internal confidence. Like the slide says, straight hair is not your limitation, it's just your starting point. A calculated change in your look can trigger a massive boost in how you feel about yourself. And look, the reality is, people treat you based on how you present yourself. Taking control of your style is taking control of your presence. So, I want to leave you with this. Which of these 4 methods are you going to pick to upgrade your look? The instant heat, the natural sea salt, the zero-risk rubber band test, or the long-lasting perm? Pick one, test it out, and just watch how it transforms your confidence. Oh, and by the way, if your hair feels super thin or flat and you can't get any lift, definitely keep an eye out for our follow-up explainers on developing hair volume. Thanks for hanging out and learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.